Yeah, we were in Atlanta. It's like, I don't know. It must have been like 32 degrees every day. And he wore jeans and boots.
I totally agree on the mindset that a grown man with facial hair shouldn't wear shorts. That is totally
I mean-
acceptable in my book. Look, you can't argue. It's the biggest fucking bullshit for a man to wear shorts. And don't get me started on the bridges.
What?
Like the
No shorts.
3/4. No.
You gotta, those balls gotta breathe.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up for it! Europe Podcast!
Just when the intro music's starting to grow on me. Now we gotta change it.
It's your wish. It's your fucking wish to change it.
My wish?
Yeah.
I'll have to look back in the messages. I think it was your wish.
You're the
We all
initiator.
want to change it, Pauly. It's not just Keith.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's time to
okay.
take the training wheels off.
Yeah.
So next week we'll be having a special guest. We'll talk a little bit about Claim for Goodness, and we will be changing our name. Should we tell them the name now, or you want to wait till next week
I'll tell
when
him.
they see it?
Tell him, Keith.
I don't remember. What are we using again? What did we decide?
The knifematerial.at podcast. Wasn't that?
The
That's
best podcast on the block.
Austria's #1 shop for knife makers.
Europe's #1 shop for knife makers, Keith.
One small steps at a time. Small steps. No, we're going to be changing to high carbon. The WFI seems to be super hard to search for, and we really don't have a whole lot to do with Brian House anymore. I mean, I still sell his products and stuff, but I think we got at least 100. Does anybody know how many episodes we got? A little over 100 episodes under our belt.
401 at least. The #1 knife making podcast, right?
In Europe.
In Europe. And we outgrew the work for it crew, so we have to do our own thing. You know, it's just they are dragging us down. We have to change things up.
So, speaking of change, you're back and you figured out your estrogen levels and everything. So, welcome back again, Pauly.
Yeah, finally they are a little bit up. Having too high testosterone is, Jesus Christ, so terrible. So yeah. I'm growing. I'm going to the gym, eating healthy, and keeping the estrogen on a healthy level. Hopefully until Christmas I will be a beast of a 120 kilos of lean mass. And yeah, I'm so happy to be back. Actually, I listened to the last episode of this podcast, and while listening, I got quite a few messages from people that are missing me and said that it was fucking boring. And I need to agree, right? Without me, guys, you're lost. You are so lost. You have
Who said that,
You are
Pauly?
just like-
Who said that?
Hey.
That was one guy, DB Blades. That's it.
I cannot give you names, but look, the opinion of the public is, you are two Austrians talking about work. How interesting could that be, right? You need the X factor.
One guy is not the audience, Pauly. It's just one opinion.
Sadly, the big majority of people, our listeners, disagree. They say, Pauly, bring in the X factor, bring some unhinged, schizophrenic bullshit. And just one guy says that I go on to way long tangents. I'm still sour of it. I'm still sour about it. But all is good. So the big project on my side, the many knives that I am working and making will be delivered actually tomorrow, the day after our recording. So fingers crossed, everything goes well, everything passes the final QA at their side. And I am so excited about this project because these are the coolest knives that I have ever done until this point, and I hope to make so much more cooler knives in the future. But they enabled me to let me loose and do some crazy shit, right?
Nice.
And I'm super proud.
So it was
Yeah.
how many did you make? Was it 60 or something, right?
Yeah, 60. It was very similar design, but there were two designs, and the only difference was the blade length. The smaller ones were between 18 to 20 centimeter of blade length, and the bigger ones is 23 to 25. And it really does make a big difference in the visual striking aesthetic. And Jesus Christ, it was a lot of freaking grinding. But now everything is in boxes, everything is laser edged, everything is sharpened until like hair popping sharp, and everything will be delivered tomorrow. So
Payday.
Excited, so happy. Yeah, payday actually will be like impossible in 30 days,
Mhm.
as these things do. At least it's not like 60 or 90, it's 30. So yay for that. Can't wait to maybe spend a little bit of that. Buy a TV or something like that, just
Not a TV, a new machine,
Something
Pauly. You need a new machine. Who buys this fucking TV these days?
Who watches TV?
Ooh. Now, look, the TV is the nice addition. The machines are already planned.
Oh, good.
All
right.
right. So you press play on the machines, and then you can watch the new TV all day with your feet up.
That's why.
Basically, that's the plan, right? Because the biggest issue currently is like I have nothing to do. I just press the buttons, and then at least I could, watching YouTube on your phone gets boring. Small screen, need to upgrade, right?
Okay.
So
how much
we'll see.
money did you make with these 60 knives? I'm gonna bleep it out so you can tell us.
I'm not gonna spill it.
Really? Not even for us. Not give-
Look, I'm already dying. I cannot. You will want to take out my heritage. No. I don't trust you. You won't bleep it
you
out.
cheap fuck are not gonna tell us.
No. He figured you out already. See, Albert wants the price so he can ask for a discount later when he buys one.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was not planned that I will have any spare ones, but I have like 3 pieces of the small ones and the big ones left. Of course, I will keep one of each for myself,
Of course.
for my shelf, just to see them, like a milestone. It's a big milestone for Baltic Blades. And I can't wait to sell the couple on the black market. That is my personal Baltic Blades Brotherhood Facebook group.
So how much
It's
how
private.
much do you want for one of these knives?
The big one, I think around 500
Mm-hmm.
euros. And the small one is like maybe 350 or 400. I don't know yet. But it's a different price point than what they got.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're buying numbers. So is this something that you might be doing more of in the future if everything goes well tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe, hopefully. The pricing was made in such a way that I could pull this project through, earn some, but not too much. But it was reasonable for me to deliver the best product that I could, and it's a foot through the door. And the client likes big fucking knives that make you smile when you hold in your hand. So if I succeed in this, there will be more projects like that. If not, who knows? Maybe we'll have war in Lithuania, So
Then you'll need more of those knives.
no,
You should get a state contract then.
that would be great. That would be lovely. That would actually, elevate the business to the next level.
Mhm.
I think a similar history was with the K-bar knives that they got with the Vietnam War, I guess. They got a state contract to deliver a shit ton of
Yes,
knives for
they
the
did.
military.
Do you have people in the military who use your knives?
Yeah, I have
Lots.
lots of, lots. Quite a few people who are serving our country, not only in the military, but yes, in the military, in the other military branches that are more of voluntary nature, and of course on the, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's basically the duties like the border patrol,
Okay.
basically. It's which is not like the military, but you know. So, and these are like repeating customers, and and yeah, this is the way that Baltic Blades will be pushing from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing this project, so I could not push as much, and I am working on some interesting things. My clients really would like knives that are fully black.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like satins.
Of course.
And the issue is that I would like to have black screws too, right? And I'm currently buying A2 stainless steel screws that are stamped with a Torx T20 head, which works really well. It's just a beautiful, it's just a beautiful head.
So she said.
Yeah, exactly. They polish nicely. You can put a nice satin on them. It's easy to shorten them, and they are cheap. So I'm looking into ways on how to blacken stainless, because these are not available out of the factory in black oxide variant.
So you want to color, you want to like anodize the ones you already have, so you don't have to change screw types and
Exactly.
set of.
Because I have a source that is fairly cheap, I have the process down, and I'm looking into other processes that would you cannot anodize stainless. I guess there would be like some chemical oxidizing action should be doing with chemicals that I should get the black oxide on them. So I have a few leads on that, and hopefully find a viable and quick solution for that. Just put a bag on them that are finished into the solution, pull them out, they are black, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, but how does that finish hold up? Is that a pretty stable finish, or?
Too many questions, too early.
Compared to anodized, or, I mean,
to get them anodized, they should be done from titanium, right? And this creates and then they are way more expensive. Currently, now one screw costs me like, the raw screw is like 2.5 cents, but you still have to make them. Mm-hmm.
But what's the most popular model amongst like military people or people serving your country, as you said?
Yeah, so my Varnas blade, the Bushcrafter, it's a universal. It's not too big, not too small. Kind of 11 centimeters long blade, and the handle is like 12, and it's really compact, but in my opinion, it really punches above its weight, just because of the finest geometry, yet the angle of the bells is a little bit obtuse, I guess the correct word is. So it is really universal, easy to sharpen, and of course most of them they have two choices from LMAX or N690, and they choose N690. And I don't think it's just because of the price point, because it's lower, but also because it's if you are actually using your knife on the field, it's way easier to sharpen if you don't have any specialty equipment, because LMAX, the powder metallurgy from Bochler, it is high vanadium and vanadium carbides. They really benefit from the ceramic or diamond or CBN abrasives. So yeah, this is the most popular, and of course, one of the key points is you need to develop a correct sheath, and I'm still I'm doing.
You're still fucking with the sheath?
Of course, daily. I got a new collaborator who is a young influencer, young in the sense that he's not young, but he started recently doing like equipment reviews for military personnel in Lithuania, and etc. And he gave me some good, clear feedback that I knew that I needed to change. And there are some things that I want to change in this sheath. And this autumn, it is planned to have a small revision of Varnas, going with more like a new handle design. Maybe I won't spill it too much. Keep the beans for myself. So yeah, a small revision is coming.
Well, that's the model that I have. I think it's a perfect size, and I have one of the earlier sheaths, so I'd be interested to see the new design. I think you've already changed it since I bought it. You already have a different setup right now, I believe.
You have a way old. I think you bought it like year and a half ago, or maybe even more.
Maybe
and it
even
has
longer,
the
yeah.
black Cerakote coating.
Yep.
And the so it's a different model. It's the SFK, which was the stepping stone going to Varnas. And the ergonomics of Varnas is way better, Keith. It's way better. The handle has actual 3D contouring now. So it really fits your palm. I would highly suggest you go to balticblades.com and maybe make a purchase.
I think I have the limited edition. It's worth something.
Yeah. It's quite limited. Yeah. And it's from carbon steel. It's actually ATCR V2 and very fine edge. Should be very, very fine edge.
If I ever need to cross the border into Lithuania, I'm putting that up on the dashboard. Maybe it'll get me through easier.
Probably. They would know the logo. So, Keith,
what about Albert? What's Albert doing this week? I know you had an exciting project going on that you were finishing up.
The fighting knife.
The Bowie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finished. I mean, we had to finish it because we had a film crew at our shop Sunday. So we had to finish it till Sunday morning. And we glued the handle Saturday night. So we managed to finish the blade. So we built, I think I told you guys last week, we built a Kumai Chevron Damascus core fighter with a horn handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we had a film crew at our shop all Sunday long, so all of yesterday. So they started filming at 8 and they were 8 in the morning and they were done at 8 in the evening, so 12 hours of filming, which was...
While you were finishing the knife?
No, we had to stage how we built the knife. So we had to redo all the steps we did for the knife, and then of course we had to finish it before because it takes like 2 weeks to make such a knife, right?
Yeah.
So we finished the knife Saturday night, and we had to stage all the steps all of Sunday. So all the forging, all the grinding, the heat treatment, and everything. So that's why it took like 12 hours, and they did like beauty shots of the knife and long interviews, and we had to eat stuff at the shore of a lake and cut with the knife and so on.
You had to.
Yeah, they wanted us to do that. I mean, I wasn't too happy about that because I wanted to sell the knife, but they insisted that we have to use it on screen or on camera. So that's what we did all of yesterday. And the week before that, we were working on this knife. But it turned out nice, I think. I mean, it looks like very similar to Baker Forged Damascus with the Damascus core. Our Chevron pattern is slightly similar because it's a bit more pointy than the Baker Forge one, but it's similar to what Baker Forge does.
Yeah, but the pattern itself is bigger, I believe, right? Doesn't Baker Forge have like 2 waves in it, or is it just one?
I think they have 2. I mean, yeah, maybe they have 2 waves. Yeah, it depends on the height of the blade, of course, how many you have. I mean, we can also do 2 if you put like a taller knife.
Yeah.
But their waves are less pointy than ours. Our Chevron pattern is very aggressive, so when you grind into it, especially towards the tip, it gets all pointy. So if you do it correctly, so if you cut the knife correctly, points or the tips of the chevrons, they go into the tip of the blade, like you would do with a feather Damascus, for instance. So this looks really nice, I think. Yeah. And it suits the blade very well.
That's why I was asking where the fuller was, because I think a fuller in there would look like a chainsaw blade going around the inside of the fuller with all the points, jagged points in it.
Yeah, maybe.
All the way around. It would look cool. Really tight jagged points.
Yeah, no, we didn't have time for a fuller. We were barely able to finish the blade on time. So other than that, nothing's new. It's still hot in our shop. We're like 40 degrees upstairs. I had to do the hand sanding on the blade in my underwear because it was so warm. I had to take off my clothes. I was sweating in the shop.
So Andy had to put his sunglasses on?
Yeah.
So he didn't get blinded by your white legs?
Yeah. I was there alone, so no one got blinded. Other than that, nothing's new. So same old. What's up with you, Keith?
First of all, we got to fix that before next summer. You got to get AC in the office at least. I know a guy.
Yeah, Yes, please.
I've been stabilizing wood like crazy. I probably got like I'm close to 100 blocks finished. So I've been using a new disc grinder, and it made a fucking dusty ass mess in here. So I took a break yesterday and tried to come up with some kind of a dust collection system. So I don't know if you guys know this grinder. It's the Vanda sander,
Yeah.
or the BA shredder. I think it sells them also. So I was like walking around trying to figure something out, looking at shit I got hanging around, just trying to get something done quick so I can keep going. And I found an old like wine bottle box where you can just slide the cover off of it. And it was like the perfect width and everything and height, but a little too long. So cut it down and glued some magnets on the inside of it and kind of stuck it to the bottom of the work rest, like so it goes behind the disc and in front of it, and hooked my vacuum up to it, and it was like a game changer. It was like no dust at all until the bag starts to get a little bit full from dust. Then you gotta stop and clean it up. But way better. Be nice to make up something a little bit more permanent. But for right now, it's working good. And you guys can forget that stupid tip I gave you before with the spray glue. Screw that shit. The spray glue with the paper is a pain in the ass. And one of the problems with the what's the name of the guy from Turkey that makes all the tools there?
TR Maker.
I look around at my stickers and see if I can find them.
TR Maker.
Yeah, that's it. TR Maker, I got his disc, and it's all this stuff's aluminum, so scraping it off with a blade is not very good for the disc.
Okay.
So I started using the glue stick trick, and it works good. It's super easy to clean up. The edges kind of don't stick all the way, but it doesn't really matter. Once you start sanding, it's stuck on there, and they don't flap around or anything. Super easy to change.
Ayo, if our listeners do not have an aluminum disc and they have a steel disc, go to our Patreon, subscribe to it, and you can read the articles that I did on what exact glues that I use for the sandpaper, and they work wonderfully. Peel super easy, and it's extremely easy to use.
I read it and I forgot about it, but don't tell us because they're gonna pay for that shit.
I won't tell it. I won't spill the beans. Look, go to our Patreon, which is still WFI, I guess. It's in the show notes.
Let's see what else. I got finally got a notice from my grip tech dealer, so I'll be getting that stuff in I think next week. It's already left the US on Friday, but if I look at it now, it still says that they're waiting for pickup. So I'd expect it next week. He did 2-day and got a bunch of new G10, some stuff that Baltic was begging me for.
No,
So I got
really?
like 1,500 kilos of it coming.
When?
It's gonna take a while. They gotta make it all. So I would say end of September, beginning of October before it gets here.
8 millimeters? Yes.
That's what you asked for, right?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Fucking finally, some new colors of G10, because the selection of 8 millimeters was so shit on knifematerial.at, but now
nobody
it will
orders
be
it.
Yeah, tell
so
us.
good. Yeah.
Tell us what's the new color.
I don't even fucking remember. He came up with all the like pinks and bubblegum color, and he wanted stripes in the middle.
Yeah, then
and,
Pauly should tell us. Pauly.
yeah.
the rainbow color, the Jamaican flag colors.
Come on.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But these are some really good colors. These are very up my alley colors. So guys and gals, knife makers, if you will be looking for a thicker stock, 8 millimeters, look, if you are making ergonomic knives that are meant to be used in the field and you are doing like full tang knives, 8 millimeters is the bare minimum that you need. 6 millimeters, nay, not ergonomic enough.
It's you know what? I really don't sell a lot of 8 millimeters.
Because you have no selection of it.
No, nobody even asks for it, except you're the only one, because most people put a liner on it first. And I know you hate liners because you're not the matchy man.
Yeah. Look, now your sales in 8 millimeters will greatly increase. And use WF55 at checkout at knifematerial.at to save nothing or 5%. Keith, also, what was the note about DB blades? Can you spill the beans?
Yes, you're right. I did get some bigger knife bags. There's 50 centimeter knife bags I already ordered too. Those will be showing up soon.
Got it.
No, I wanted to say, like it looked like DB Blades had used some Grip-X, and I asked him, but I haven't got an answer yet back. There's the last post from his Instagram. Actually, I think it was a story. It looked like he had a Grip-X handle on it. I'm not sure.
No way.
Albert, I had somebody that we met at Blade Show. He's a big distributor from Canada, asking me where to get big amounts of steel. If you had any tips, maybe you can shoot me a message later.
Okay.
They're having problems with all the tariffs and shit like that. So
What-
steel's
what-
getting crazy, and they want to order.
What kind of steel are we talking about? Like mono steel, or
Yeah.
so they're not asking for Damascus producer.
They're not asking, but
Okay.
they don't know. They don't know about it yet, so they might need some.
Okay. Cool. Mhm.
We'll see.
Mhm.
Yes, I think Baltic Blades found the picture. It does look like Grip-X, right?
It looks like Grip-X. It is green, and it looks like it has black spots.
Mm-hmm.
So just
So-
like Grip-X.
Matt from Grip-X is gonna be. I got him booked in 2 weeks, so we can ask him all the questions you like. And I've already pointed out your main concern, and he's more than happy to discuss it with you. So we'll should be an interesting. episode.
Nice.
Matt, what should I do if it gets floppy?
you need a fluffer. You don't have a fluffer in the shop?
Fluffer. No. I think I will need to buy that one. Fluffer? A fluffer.
Yes,
What's a
They
fluffer?
work. It's the guy in the adult film industry that keeps everything from flopping around, or the girl, whatever their job description might
Why?
be. They're the
It needs
fluffers.
to-
You never heard of
why
a
it-
fluffer before?
I mean, why it needs to be a guy? Seriously.
It doesn't. I said or girl. We don't discriminate on the show.
Nah, we don't. We do, but on the
Maybe a little bit.
individual level.
Let's see if I can get all this shit together so it makes sense. But it's a good thing we have Alba to edit all this stuff. So today I had to go to the hospital. I was supposed to get my MRI taken a look at to see how my shoulder's doing because it's still screwed up. And they, after an hour and 15 minutes of waiting, they called me into the room and said, we need to reschedule your appointment because they're too busy and they're getting a lot of emergencies coming into the hospital at this point. So I have to go back on Friday. But while I was there waiting, I decided to play around with ChatGPT a little bit. And I said, let's see if I can find this here. I took a picture of it somewhere. I asked who developed Apex Ultra, and it came out with this whole story, and it talked about Boiler being part of the production, and it said a few people were involved in making this high carbon tungsten steel, and most of the facts were correct, but it said. I'm going to read this little last line. So while it was an industry collaboration, the person most often credited with designing and spearheading Apex Ultra was Heinz Burgers. And I'm like, no, that's not true. And I told them the names of these three people, and it comes back and it says, oh, yes, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. You're absolutely correct. Tobias Hangler, Marco Gudeman, and blah blah blah. And it went on, and then it even corrected some of the carbon content percent was off and stuff. So somehow it figured out that it had screwed up, and it like found the Apex Ultra page, and then it spit out everything like word for word on the Apex Ultra page. But the funniest part of the whole thing is, does anybody know who Heinz Burgers is?
No.
Isn't that mayonnaise brand? No?
Heinz is, yes, a mayonnaise, but it's also a very popular name in Austria and Germany. First name.
Okay.
Heinz Burgers was like some famous SS sergeant or something like that. It's fucked up. And then it was like, part of the other thing. I don't have the second part because it was on my phone. I got called in while I was trying to take a picture of it and shit. And it's like, oh, you're absolutely correct. I don't know where that came from. Heinz Burger was a famous SS soldier and had nothing to do with forging knives or the knife making industry whatsoever. And then it corrected itself.
Oh my god. Everything related to Austria ends up. Yeah. Oh my god.
So don't always trust ChatGPT.
Nah, you have to be super careful with that because I asked ChatGPT all kinds of questions and it looks so serious, the answer, but it's sometimes completely off.
Oh,
And
guys.
yeah.
Guys, do you know what is not made by an SS officer?
Mini hell kilns.
Mini hell kilns.
Although
Kilns. Although, no, it's made from a Polish person. Go look. minihell.eu is our sponsor for the show. Go to minihell.eu at checkout. Use WF55 to save 5%. Baltazar, my man, he makes all kinds of kilns. You can order even a custom size of a kiln. You have the freedom of choice to choose any controller that you would like that he offers. And also, while you are on his website, minihell.eu, you can also buy some heat treatment foil, not oil, like the last time I said. Also some heat treatment racks for batch hardening of knives. And of course, use WF55 at checkout to save 5% off. And now, back to the SS show.
But back to ChatGPT. It looks so serious, but when you correct ChatGPT, it always says, I'm sorry, you're absolutely correct. What the fuck was the first answer then? I mean,
but next time it's interesting because I started doing going into it one time. Like when it makes a mistake, ask it, be like, why are you telling me like untruths or something like that? And it'll come up and it'll tell you like how it goes through the algorithms and where it got lost. It knows exactly where it fucked up after it gets the correct answer.
Nice.
And it leads you down the whole path. It's kind of interesting.
I didn't know that. When you ask ChatGPT now, it just did. Who developed Apex Ultra? It comes up with the correct answer. So it says Laren Thomas, Tobias Hanna, Mark Goldman.
Because I told them that they need to fix that. So I wonder if that's what I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted somebody to ask it and see if it really did fix it or not.
I just did, and it's the correct answer now. Yeah.
That's that can't just be because I told it was wrong. There's got to be something else up with that. I don't know. Maybe the way I worded the question that it fucked it up.
I don't think that all of them are connected in sense of a way, but LLMs have a way of there is a certain uncertainty in the algorithm that is implicit to it, and it is possible that they are sometimes giving different answers for the same questions for different people based on some unknown. I don't really know, and I guess nobody really knows unless you work on OpenAI on what parameters are different. But it is it would be illogical for them to adjust the answers based on the user's feedback unless it's overwhelmingly different, because then it would be very easy to manipulate.
Yeah, but mine was like I asked it where it screwed up, and it like went through the whole process. It ended up being that it told me that it was trusting some talk in forums, and next time it should go directly to the sources rather than believe hearsay from forums.
Yeah, but it really depends on the question. Sometimes I really love the talk on the forums, especially if you are doing some product research, right? You want to hear not the official reviews or the official specs, but maybe the feedback from people on the forums, right? And in other cases, like the ChatGPT is like, it could say the most terrible advice ever, and in a childlike manner be like, oh, sorry, you're right. You could ask them, what should I do, if I want to lose some weight? Oh, you should eat like 50 kilograms of apple seeds. And then you write, wouldn't then I get cyanide poisoning? And he's like, oh, you are totally right. But
sorry, are you still alive? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Please induce vomiting.
Please induce vomiting in 3, 2. But yeah, I really like the thinking way of that you are talking like to a person who can talk some bullshit, right? Yeah. We, like most of the people, should know because we are talking some bullshit often on this podcast. But the same is with ChatGPT. You take it with a grain of salt. It's not like the answer for everything. But it's getting impressively better, especially the 5th generation GPT-5.
I was actually on 5th generation when I asked that Apex Ultra question. Did you guys see Martin Huber did a sharpening live stream today on YouTube?
No.
Anybody get a notice or anything for that?
I wanted to see it, but I was working. I was pressing the button.
So I put the reminder on, and then I came in kind of late, like the last 10, 15 minutes, and I was watching it and his connection kept breaking up or something, and then I noticed that I was on my old YouTube account. I don't know why. It just logged in automatically on that one when I went to it. So I started fucking with like asking him questions to get him to talk about my website. I'm like, hey, where do you get that file guide? And he's like, oh, I got it from knifematerial.at. So then I'm talking about his forge and shit. And then I'm like, Hubo, why do you keep dancing around? Like, stand still and stop drinking so much Red Bull. He's like hopping around back and forth on the camera like crazy. Then he wrote to me afterwards that after I asked a few questions, he figured out that it was me.
Poor Martin. He lost so much video footage of the upcoming.
No, he got it back
videos?
apparently.
He got it back.
He was able to get it back. Yeah.
So good. So great. So happy for him. He should invest in some storage with the redundancy.
Yeah, I'm sure he will now. Albert, I was looking, like right now when I do orders and stuff, I always put in like some stickers and shit, and I got these little car air fresheners that I put in, and I'm thinking like what I want to do for my next little surprise thing in my orders. And when we were at Blade Show from VSM, we got some pens. I don't know if you have one still. Or
Yeah.
a little VSM pen. It's got a ruler on the side and a level, like a little bubble in it. I just noticed like 10 minutes ago that so on the back end of the pen is the stylus, the little rubber tip for your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
If you unscrew it, did you note that there's a screwdriver bit in there?
Yes.
There's a flathead and a Phillips head underneath
Yeah,
the cap.
and
I just figured that out.
And you
now.
can turn
That's
it.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you can turn it around to make it a Phillips or a flat-headed screwdriver. Yeah. The bit insert. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
I just found that out, and that's pretty cool.
But it's very common with.
Pretty cool little advertisement.
But it's very common with the stylus pens that underneath there's a screwdriver, and I always use it to tighten the screws on my glasses. So because it's very
it's a small one.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be checking all my pens now.
Yeah. So what do you want to throw in there now for customers as a gift?
I'm not sure what the next one's gonna be. The pen's kind of cool, but it's I don't know. A pen's kind of boring. Everybody gave away pens for years.
Toilet freshener.
A toilet freshener.
Yeah, that you hang on the lip of the bowl.
Toilet, and it goes oh every time you flush.
That would be interesting. Way more interesting than a pen.
But also more expensive, I suppose.
I mean, car fresheners.
Yeah, but one that moans when you flush.
Yeah. But you could go without the moaning. Just the knife material.
I would get the soundbite from Ben.
Yeah.
from Come On.
Talking about Ben, so we need a new intro. So does Ben make a new intro for us now? Or how does it work? Or are we going to do it ourselves?
We want to use Ben again? Or we're going to find somebody new? Or
No, let's ask Ben again.
Ben would be cool, but I would also love the radio type intros where maybe on the next Knife Show Austria, we could go and ask people to record like, I am so-and-so and welcome to the High Carbon podcast. And
maybe get Sausage Man to do it.
Yeah, like Sausage Man, like whoever will be on the show and have multiple of them available and just switch it out.
That'd be nice.
From time to
yeah.
time.
So let's ask our listeners to send in sound bites of them.
Oh, that would be even easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, just say I'm so-and-so. Like, I am DB Blades from Australia and welcome to High Carbon podcast. Mate. Or whatever the sound that kangaroo makes. Mate. And where should they send it to?
To you, of course.
To me.
Everybody sends all their complaints to you, right?
They are complaining about how you two are where, at least. Boring. So people go to Baltic Blades at Instagram or info@balticblades.com, my email address, and send in your audio bits that we could use as a intro for our podcast. Just state your name, say some info about yourself very shortly because it's intro, and just say welcome to the High Carbon podcast, and that's about it.
Perfect.
Right, guys?
Yeah, perfect.
So our logo, I think if we stick with it, is High Carbon Podcast. And underneath the slogan would be the podcast for knife makers. If people want to throw that into there too, or not, however you like to do it.
I mean, they can be creative. That would be also fun.
We tried this once before. I don't know if it was back when Matt was on. We asked for some people to send some stuff in, and we got some completely ridiculous bullshit that you couldn't use for anything. So let's see if anything comes of this. We'll give it a shot.
That with this mindset, that is why people are saying that this is boring.
Yeah,
You should use the ridiculous stuff.
I'm slowly losing faith in the ability to work with knife makers.
No, it's impossible. Look, they quit their jobs just because they are unworkable with other people.
That's true.
It's impossible. It's the worst. Knife makers are the worst. Impossible to get a hold of, to hold to deadlines. Oh, but
Speaking
it's
of
our
deadlines,
audience.
Albert, did you start your clinging for Gutes knife yet?
Of course.
Of course.
Blanks done and heat treated. And
Nice.
even partly hand sanded. So we have to do one more etching cycle, I think, and then we're done with the blade.
Nice. They're starting to pop up all over. I think Alb Knives has got his blank
Yep.
cut out and partially ground.
Mm-hmm. I saw Antoine
Yes. Which one? The broken one or the second attempt?
both. I
Both.
saw both. It's so interesting to follow him. I think last year Tim got his broken, right? From
Yes,
Spira knives, or how do you pronounce
Yes.
it? Yeah, it was a very interesting story to follow along.
Then I got a message from a knife maker. I'm going to screw up the name now. I think it's called like Dead Unicorn Blades.
Yep.
So he contacted me and said he would like to make like a plaque with this broken knife. I guess that's what he does with broken knives from different knife makers, and makes a display of it so you can hang it up. And he wanted to make some kind of a display with this broken blade and then auction it for charity. But awesome. It was a nice idea. Appreciate the gesture, but we got so much stuff to organize and do already. To add something like that would just be another thing on my plate, I'm going to say. It's pretty full already.
It's a tough thing to say no. I mean, the idea is super cool. People will break blades still.
Yeah, I think that's a cool idea for like Albert and if you're doing classes and stuff, so you can show people like where you fucked up or what goes wrong in a heat treatment, or I don't know, just
Yeah.
make some cool artwork with
Yeah,
it.
that's a good idea. Or have someone do it, because we don't do artwork with broken blades. But the stuff that Unicorn Blades does looks pretty awesome. I think you made one of Fingal's blades.
That kind of stuff's cool. Even like Baltic, I think you started doing like full sheets on this last project you did, where you had things laser cut or water jet cut. So you got all your so you're somewhere. I don't know if you got this back, but there's a sheet with all these cutouts. Those things are cool. I always wanted to do something with it, like in Albert's workshop. You have the stairs that go upstairs, up to the like where the foosball table is, and you guys have all your handle material and stuff up there. That would be cool to use as the railing going up.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
These negative cutouts all the way up.
I have so much of it that I jokingly posted on TikTok that I wanted to sell as a grill. Right?
Yeah.
Just because knife-shaped grill. And people actually, there were some people who actually wanted to buy it, but, and then I have to prepare it, and some of it was a carbon steel, so I just said no, it was just a joke. And now I have so much of it, I'm actually just selling back to scrap metal because I won't do anything with the leftovers. Keith, actually continuing with the klingen for Gutes. I was looking on the website. Thank you for providing the link. I was looking at the listed people who are on the list this year. I must say there is so much talent this year. It's insanely big list. Did not expect to be so many as the first photo. I guess the first photo is from the last year. It's a smaller group of different makers, but this year is full packed with talent. And I wanted to ask, did Antoine submit the picture or did you take it?
Of course I took it. I asked for pictures. Let me say, I asked for a few people when I first started. Maybe I probably had like half the people that agreed to it, and I started asking for pictures. And the only person, and this is kind of super trusting, Fingal's an awesome guy, but Fingal, I'm like, I have a picture, or do you have any pictures you'd like me to use for your profile? And he just sent me, the link to his Google document page, all signed in with his password, and he had like his whole family history photos from like the last 20 years on there, and all kinds of shit, and like knife projects with blanks and shit he's working on. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna I just picked out a couple pictures as fast as I could and logged out because I didn't want him to think I was fucking around with his with his page or anything. But or if he might not have even known that I had that much access to his private stuff. But yeah, it took a while for people to start responding. So a lot of them I just took. I think his I just took from Adonis.
Then Antoine totally deserves it because I was going to say you did my boy dirty. If you see the picture, you know what I'm talking about. But
it's a cool picture.
Antoine,
looks
it's
like he's
your
ready to
fault.
go. Looks like he's ready to go into battle.
Oh, dude, he's like in full wooga booga mode. He's like fully
mode.
caveman mode. He's like, knife making. Oh, good. Hit steel. Oh.
Yeah, it is quite the lineup. We got this shit.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it's insane
everybody
lineup.
finishes. We got 2 backup. Actually, we got 3 backup people making knives just in case somebody drops out the last moment.
I mean, I saw even Gabe Fletcher working on his. At least it was just a drawing of the knife profile on the anvil. I mean, Gabe, it's not very smart making the knife from the anvil itself, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of grinding.
It's a lot of grinding. And the steel ain't that good. And way too thick stock.
I wonder if when he sends us the knife, if it'll come with a special edition Klingen für gutes Bier with it. Maybe like a 6-pack for the person that's putting this all together.
Is that person very like generous? Would he share it if the person would have a podcast? Would he share the beer with his co-host?
Only if he gets it. Only if he gets a discount. Then maybe.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Tomorrow is your payday, right? You finished that project that you're working on. Are you going to share that with your co-hosts?
It's net 30. It's not necessarily tomorrow.
It's possible, yeah, because that said super sharing person might not be legally able to drink that 6-pack of beer right now.
And if that person, maybe if he has a knife material shop and he gets an order from a co-host of this podcast ordering some G10, maybe not that small of an order G10, maybe he would like to fill in the gaps in the box with the can or 2 of that said possible beer.
Wouldn't be Pauly's if he wasn't asking for free shit, right?
Yeah.
You got to live, right? We have this saying in Lithuania, nesisuksi negyvensi. It translates, if you don't spin, you don't live. So you have to spin.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Exactly.
So you were gone for what, 3-4 episodes, Pauly? That's all you did was you worked on that batch of 60 knives. Anything else happen?
I don't fucking stupid. Like
shop updates. Your car finally shit the bed. Anything interesting?
I was just in zombie mode. Actually, I was really like, I just wake up, go to the workshop, work, came home, eat, have Jack on the rocks with some Coke, and hit the sheets, and wake up and just go to work again. And actually, yesterday was the first off day in like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a good day. In the afternoon, I had a kebab. I drank a beer. Then I went and had a nap. It was the best day ever. And today, I feel so refreshed. It feels like a superpower. I'm so energetic and so good. The car is still shitting the bed. It's a little bit shitting the bed. So hopefully... part of the money will go into buying a new car, because next year I want to come to Knife Show Austria too. Yeah. But no, basically it was monk mode. I was just working, never ending. I actually experienced this, that even I was a little bit scared, but I was grinding the knives so much day from day that you are using one of your thumbs for pushing the knife into the belt, right? And the other is for control. and you are changing the sides. So actually my numbs, the ends of my numbs, they became numb. Thumbs. My thumbs became numb. Yeah.
Okay.
And they are still numb. So I'm a little bit worried, but maybe I will get used to it. So this is this is one of the things. And also, when you're grinding so many knives, dust becomes also an issue. Even if you are collecting 95% of your dust, the 5% with the right amount of knives ground again becomes an issue. So I'm improving my dust collection. I'm already printing new nozzles from my dust collection to my grinders. And it will be Suck City. We'll be sucking away all of the dust. So hopefully that will be managed.
What do you think about that big batch of yours? Was it like too stressful, or now that it's over at the end, like you said, you had this day where you just like slept and did nothing all day, and is it worth it?
Yes.
The whole batch, big batch like that? Something you look forward to doing again, or was it just like torture the whole time?
It was, when I was doing this, I said, this is the hardest thing that I have ever done, that I am really invested into, that I really care about, right? And almost at every step where somebody else had the responsibility to do something, there were inconveniences. And this I see as a growing pain that is necessary if I want to take my business to the next level. And I just have to get used to it, and nothing is certain, and you just can manage, the expectations and the possibilities. It was one of the best learning experiences. My knife making, the batch got really, really tight. It got really, not like the first knives are sloppy, but it just incrementally increased, with repetition, the understanding of processes, and just got way better. Learned some new shit. Learned to sharpen on the knife grinder, to have some seriously not over polished edge, because using the Tormek T8 was not viable for such a batch and such size knives. And everything just became very consistent, very nice. And I think I gained a lot of trust in the process. And it showed me a lot of places where I can improve to make knife making more efficient, and with that, save time, save money, offer lower price, and yet earn more. I really agree with DB Blades. We talk often in the DMs, and he often preaches that the regular knife maker is super inefficient, and I totally agree with that. And from my first person POV, right, I can see what I can improve and make better, and it just tickles me in the right way that I can see that I can make something faster, easier, and have a better product. And it's just amazing. So it was hard. I did do some stuff last Sunday. I did do some stuff, but nothing work related.
Like some butt stuff, or what did you do?
Some foreskin stuff. But no, actually, just how do you say it in English? Like house maintenance, cleaning up shit. You cannot live like a filthy animal, and when you have no time, you have no time. So yeah.
I got something for you. If you like, you do most of your sharpening on the grinder, or do you use the Tormek usually for the smaller knives?
I used to use 100% my Tormek, but now for this batch, I just stood there and I learned in like an hour or 30 minutes just to get the best and most consistent result on the grinder, and I'm using a rotary platen for that.
But so you have the Tormek and you have the blade holders for the Tormek, right? They're like the clamp on the spine.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna send you something on the next batch for those bigger knives. It's like a Tormac attachment for your grinder. The whole arm with the bar. As long as you got the knife holder and shit, you can do like swords on it if you needed to.
Yes, but
Would you like to try it?
I don't know. I feel like the freehand sharpening allows for a much nicer end result, just because the like the knives that I did, the edge thickness varies a bit, and the bevels, like one part of the grind is a hollow grind, the other part is like the flat grind, and the angles are totally different.
Yeah.
And this allows, like the freehand sharpening allows for so much more flexibility and
that little transition
evenness
between.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And going on the Tormac, I truly understand that the angle is very consistent all of the times. I have a lot of modifications on that to allow for large curvatures. And of course, I have the fancy CBN wheels. But in the end, the work is, I have to say, it's inconsistent in a sense that it varies. The blade itself varies a lot. And the grinds varies a lot. So to have a nice consistent finish, you need to do it by hand. And I don't think even on a grinder with that attachment, it would come out as nice. But you can send it to me. I'm not mad. Maybe I will try it. Maybe it will be a game changer.
I mean, I've had it. I have had a bunch of them in my shop for probably a year and a half, and I have never tried it myself. So I don't know. I used to use the Tormac, like you said. I don't know. Maybe it's just it's all right. I like it. I liked it when I first started because I didn't know how to sharpen anything. So it was easier to get a relatively sharp knife quickly.
Mm-hmm. Are they something similar like the YouTuber Denisimov Tyrelovic is doing? Denis Tyrell?
They are the exact same ones, yes.
Ooh. The only issue I see is that you are sharpening towards yourself, right? Or you need to have your grinder running backwards.
It depends how you want to sharpen. You can put it so that you're sharpening on top of the platen wheel, or you can go behind the platen wheel and sharpen so that the cutting edge is facing you. It depends, however you feel comfortable doing it.
I think, like, I really like, it's actual, we are talking about knife making actually here. But do you know the Spyderco system for sharpening, the honing system with the ceramic rods that are at an angle?
Where you sharpen with the knife stays stationary and you move the rods to it on each side at the same time, right? No?
No, it's just basically a bamboo plate, I guess, in which you put ceramic rods that are pointing upwards, and they are pointing at an angle.
It's called Spyderco Sharp Maker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they come down not like a V or something,
exactly.
right? Rods.
Yeah. So the idea is that for you to eliminate your muscle memory, you have only to hold your knife at 90 degrees to the ground, and the edge is held with the angle of the ceramic abrasive. In my case, I can do the same, but just angle the platen or the rotary platen at the desired angle. Yeah. And I don't think in the end, with such a big batch, I would benefit with a jig in this place. I don't know. It's just through my whole world, like 180 degrees, right? I was the jig man, and I'm like the man who doesn't jig at all.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that you prefer freehand sharpening over some sort of jig coming from you. I mean, I would have expected it from a million other people, but not from you, Pauly.
Well, it was, as I said, this is the circumstances when you have like compound grinds, and you have very long blades, and
I've known that, Pauly.
Yeah. And I guess this is the project that pushed me beyond the edge.
Yeah. Now Pauly's become a fan of freehand work. Who'd have thought that?
A little bit. Look, you have to pick and choose everything that allows for the biggest productivity and the best result.
Yeah.
Client only cares about the result, not your effort. Oh, it was so hard for me to make the knife.
No, I always said there's some steps where you're faster if you do it freehand than with jigs, but you wouldn't believe me. So, see?
Well, look, I'm growing.
Yeah.
I'm growing. Right?
Pop his first cherry.
So is this it then?
Is this it? Is this it? Right. This is the show. I don't
This is
know.
the show. We waited and we pushed people off and we rescheduled all of Baltic Blades to come back
Really?
for this exciting
Thank you.
episode.
Yeah. And now with a new
Ladies
name,
and gentlemen.
with a new name, and I want to talk with Pauly. How much he made?
Talk numbers.
How much he made on this huge batch he just finished. So
Not a lot. Not a lot, as I mentioned.
yeah, you're gonna tell me in the after show. So
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
if you show me yours, I'll show you mine, Pauly. But
I don't want to see yours. It will be all white and wrinkly from the jeans. Oh,
that was
by
a
the way, Albert,
metaphor.
we were
Yeah.
talking.
So yeah.
Yeah. Sure, a metaphor. Do you really don't wear any shorts ever?
No, sometimes I do, but
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
not that often. Why? Why is that an issue or a topic to talk
That
about?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Pauly has said before you joined us that real men don't wear shorts.
Yeah, and you said
Man.
Albert never wears shorts. Is that what you said?
No.
I don't, because I did, because I've never seen you with shorts. And I said it was hot as hell. And when we were at Blade Show, it was like 32 degrees out. And you were wearing boots and shorts
Yeah,
and pants the whole
That's
time.
true. Yeah.
With a
Exactly.
vest. You had a jacket with it.
Yeah.
Or a zip-up hoodie.
Yep.
But Keith, I was very specific. I said that a man with facial hair shouldn't wear shorts. I did not say Albert. Like, if you are a mature man, you shouldn't wear shorts. And don't
Why?
get me
What's the
started on
reasoning?
bridges.
On what?
Is this a
Look.
PPE thing? Or
It's the same like you would be wearing a full cap. It's just infantile.
what the hell is a full cap?
It's like a cap, a baseball cap.
Like a yarmulke?
No. A baseball cap, but the I don't know
Bucket
how
hat.
to
A
say.
bucket hat. The bucket ones, right?
Nah. Jesus Christ.
You mean like a flex fit full cap where there is no adjustment in the back of the cap? Is that it? Is that what you mean?
I don't know how it's called. It's like something like this. I will drop it in the chat. It's great podcasting, but like a full cap is also a no.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
a-
regular.
That.
a
Yeah.
throwback
Yeah.
flex fit.
Okay. Okay.
You if you are over 30, you shouldn't wear this cap.
I agree.
Exactly. Finally. So if you have facial hair, you shouldn't wear shorts.
All right.
No agreement here.
That's just Pauly's dress code 101 now.
Yeah.
Yes, and you shouldn't, especially if you are over 14, you shouldn't wear bridges.
What's that? What's
Britches.
It's like shorts, but that are below your knees.
you mean? Like,
Shants.
You mean baggy pants or?
Those are called shants. They're just like 3/4 pants. or
Shants.
when I was younger, we called them the hairy high waters because it looked like the flood came and you rolled your pants up.
Shants. These are actually shants. I can find some. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Then
Yeah.
they have the zip off shants, so you can make
Yes,
pants
yes,
or shorts out of them.
That should be forbidden. Like,
that should be forbidden. Oh, shants.
okay.
Oh my god. This is the now look, listeners, you see, this is the content you get when I am on the show. You get shants.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, is that a guy or a girl? There's not a hair on his body. And he's got fucking some thong sandals on with painted
That's a
toenails.
girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Is there a difference for you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, one's got an outie and one's got an innie.
Oh, damn it.
I think we should stop the show. I mean, that's just too much editing for me at this point.
Oh, I'm dying. Fuck it. Play the music, Keith.
Yeah.
Play us out.
All right.
See you guys next week.
See you. Bye.
That was the wonderful reunion. We'll talk to you guys all next week.
Bye.
Mini Hill.
Bye. Neil.eu.
So it's indeed it's shot